Welcome down the rabbit hole, friends. I have what I would consider some really good news about Nick Godejohn. You can check out his Facebook page. He goes there to give us insights into what's happening in his life, and it's called NPG Cornerstone Nation. You can see it up here in the video. Just go to Facebook and type in the name of the group and you'll be able to join, which is great because Nick is keeping people updated there, and he's also giving us insight into how we can potentially help him as he continues to fight appeal after appeal in the legal system. Many of you are aware that he lost his most recent appeal, and that was a difficult time, I think, for him and also his supporters as well. I find Nick's Facebook group really interesting because he really expresses this deep desire to own his own story, that he wants people to come to his Facebook page and hear everything out of his mouth. NPG Cornerstone Nation also has a YouTube channel, and you should definitely check it out and subscribe. That is another way that we can help Nick Godejohn. So yesterday I got very excited when I saw that Nick and his supporters posted about Nick joining this program called Puppies for Parole. It's a program in the prisons of Missouri, and it's an opportunity for Nick to help raise a puppy, to train it, and to pass it on to someone who may have a disability. Nick's supporters write, "Good news. Nick and his cellmate received a puppy yesterday to train the everyday normal commands. The puppy's name is Skittles, and she is 1 year and 4 months. She is a mixed boxer breed with a black base and some white spots. Nick said Skittles is very sweet and active, but skittish around people. They are working to get her more accustomed to being social. If you know Nick, then you know of his love for animals. We will keep you posted when Skittles is ready for adoption." That is so amazing because it's giving that dog a second chance that they wouldn't have gotten if they were just left to dwindle away at a shelter. And it's interesting to see the parallels between Nick and the dogs that he's helping. I'm so excited for Nick, but I also can't help but think about how Nick has reason to be grateful for every tiny little thing, even being given this puppy for a very short period of time to help train for someone else, to unselfishly give away to someone who wants to adopt her in the end. And yet, we have Gypsy Rose Blanchard out here shaking her butt, adopting or buying some kind of purebred dog and then leaving it behind. And I do say thank God for that, because the dog probably would not have been taken care of if she took it. So I am grateful that she recognized she probably wasn't ready to have an animal and left her puppy with Ryan.
We finally found out what happened to Gypsy Rose's new puppy, and this is heartbreaking and makes her a monster. The story that, when she got out of prison, she married Ryan and they got a puppy, and now she's left the situation. Nobody's heard what's going on with the dog and everybody's been concerned, but she's finally spoken up about what's happened to her puppy on a live stream. Take a look and we'll discuss.
She is with Ryan. I gave her to Ryan. I didn't want to uproot her from everything that she knows, so she loved Ryan more, so I let him keep the puppy.
There you go.
There you go. That's where the puppy is. I swear, if that is probably one of the most questions that I had.
But at the same time, then she went forward and got pregnant with a child. So, yeah, it's just very difficult looking at the opposing lifestyles that Nicholas Godejohn, the man who gave up his life to try to help Gypsy get out of a situation that he thought was incredibly abusive. And then there's Gypsy, out here going to Hollywood parties and meeting Kim Kardashian and spending money left and right on plastic surgery and harassing people on the internet with her stepmom all day as they sit at home and don't have jobs. It's really difficult to see the major disparities in the way these two co-defendants are living. On Nick's page, he often says, I just really wish people wouldn't give Gypsy so much attention. That's the reason that she's able to make all of this money and throw people away, use and abuse everyone around her, because she continues to be able to move on and grift from the next person. Well, for this week, I'm at least celebrating a special time for Nick. I'm so excited that they're doing this incredibly worthwhile program in Missouri prisons. Go, Missouri! I definitely, I worry about what kind of programs they have available for people, and this is one that is so worthwhile. I've seen it before where they do it with cats as well, cats that may never be able to leave the prison, that literally are given to an inmate to have for however long they stay. And these are cats that may not be able to live in a typical home environment. So it's really exciting when an animal can get a second chance. And I think it must really give the inmate a sense of, I am accomplishing something. Yes, I'm here in prison, but I'm being given an opportunity to make the difference in the life of an animal, and that's really special. Thank you all for joining me here tonight. I hope you'll join me again as we head down another rabbit hole.